Carbon fiber. Each and every car enthusiast knows about it and its usage. And at this point, even if you are not a huge car enthusiast, I'm sure you will have heard about this as well. Teams in Formula 1 use carbon fiber or CF very extensively, from making chassis to even making AMs out of it. But what is carbon fiber actually, and why is it used so extensively in F1? And more importantly, can carbon fiber be used in road cars manufacturing? So hello and welcome to Found Motorsports. My name is Mihir and I will answer all of these questions today in this video. Now, before we get to know why F1 teams use carbon fiber, you will need to know what exactly carbon fiber is and what is it made up of. Carbon fiber is a composite material which is made up of two things, carbon fiber cloth and epoxy resin. Now, I'm going to explain what are composite materials in short. If you know what that is, you can skip to this timestamp. If I quote Wikipedia, a composite material is a material which is produced from two or more constituent materials. These constituent materials have notably dissimilar chemical or physical properties and are merged to create a material with properties different from the elements. I know it is complex. In simple terms, it means that composite material is a combination of two different elements with very different properties. When they are combined, these materials perform in a very different manner. There are several types of composites: reinforced concrete, composite wood like plywood, ceramic matrix composites, metal matrix composites, and reinforced plastics like carbon reinforced plastic or carbon fiber. If we talk about usage in cars, often reinforced plastics are used. If I give you some examples, the mixture of concrete and steel pipes used in buildings is a composite structure as well. There was a popular show in our childhood named Art Attack. The host used a mixture of newspaper, water and glue. This mixture makes an excellent composite structure as well, which you can use in making craft structures like this. Talking about reinforced plastics, it is usually made up of two parts, fibers and matrix. Generally, fibers include materials like glass fiber, carbon fiber or Kevlar, while matrix includes various thermoset plastics like polyester, vinyl ester or epoxy. The general name for matrix is resin. But what exactly do they do once they are combined? You see, if we take the example of carbon fiber along with epoxy resin, which generally all F1 teams use, the main work of carbon fiber is to support the composite structure with structural stiffness and strength, while matrix or epoxy resin has the main function of transferring the load between the fibers and supporting the structure under compression. Now you know what composites are, and now you'd ask, Mihir, why do teams use composites in first place? If there are so many composites, why do F1 teams use carbon fiber only? Let me explain. In a recent video, I explained how downforce is important, and one of the factors that are important for cars to lap faster is also power to weight ratio. If you haven't watched this video, I recommend you to watch it now. गए नहीं? अच्छा देख लिया. Okay. Moving on, the PW ratio is so important that in past, actually since motor racing has born, it has remained the top of all requirements. Many innovations like carbon fiber monocoque were born out of this requirement only. McLaren introduced the first carbon fiber monocoque in 1981 in their car. We'll be making a video soon on this, so make sure to subscribe to Found Motorsports now. But why do teams prefer using composite materials in various places against traditional materials like steel or aluminium? Let's look at some data to understand this. If you look at this graph, you can see carbon fiber has 3 times higher specific modulus than steel and aluminium, and almost 10 times higher specific strength than steel and 4 times higher than aluminium. It simply means that a specific load, a lesser amount of carbon fiber is required than steel. Due to high carbon content, CF is 5 times stronger and twice as stiff as steel. This gives CF high strain to weight ratio, and due to this property, F1 uses carbon fiber very extensively. This brings us to our next topic, price. You always might have heard carbon fiber is very expensive and only some sports cars have it. Well, it is true. Carbon fiber is very expensive compared to steel and even other composite materials like glass fiber or Kevlar. There are several reasons for it. The process to produce carbon fiber cloth, which is required to manufacture the parts, is very expensive. The production of CF cloth is a 5-step process which includes expensive materials like polyacrylonitrile. Without getting too deep into chemistry, these materials are baked, carbonized and deoxidized to get CF cloths. Once you have CF cloth, the main expense starts, manufacturing cost. The cost is mainly made up of the man-hours that goes into making any carbon fiber component and not the machines used. That is right. Like traditional steel can be molded into a shape using casting or any other manufacturing processes quickly, carbon fiber components needs days to be prepared and be ready to be used. Let's understand the manufacturing process of a carbon fiber component by an example. Say you want to make a pipe of carbon fiber as well as steel. For steel pipe, the stock or the raw material is heated and rolled into a seamless pipe, cooled down, and the pipe would be ready after trimming it for the required length. In case of carbon fiber, strands are wound around a mold in a specific pattern. The mold is typically made of steel or some rigid material. Then, the resin, normally epoxy, is applied to the strands which helps bind them and form a solid structure. After the application, the structure is left to cure for a few hours in a vacuum bag. Now, this process of curing can take anywhere from 5 hours to even a day. The process of curing can be sped up by putting the structure in an oven and subjecting it to high temperatures and pressure. After removing it from the oven, the prepared part is removed from the mold. Then the extra part of the pipe is buffed off, and then we finally get our carbon fiber pipe ready to use. If you want to know more about this manufacturing process, you can check out channels like Easy Composites. The link would be in description. The reason why CF is so expensive is because of 4 main factors. One is materials that cost in making the CF parts are already expensive. Number 2 is time. While other traditional materials take less time to manufacture, as we saw in the example of steel pipes, CF parts takes a lot of time to complete. Third factor is labor cost. Carbon fiber layup is a labor extensive job which cannot be automated. Moreover, to lay up carbon fiber parts, skilled labor is required. And fourth factor is repeatability. You see, the manufacturing of steel pipes or other parts is repeatable, while the whole process of making CF parts is not, hence making it hard for it to be mass manufactured by the companies. Now, coming to the final part of our video, why do road car manufacturers don't use carbon fiber? The answer lies in the main motivation behind road cars. While race cars are designed with the motive of being fast and agile, road cars are designed with the motive of being comfortable and economical. Carbon fiber can add up the cost of manufacturing exponentially. Not only that, the repair cost of even simple things would make the car owners sweat. So unless you are buying a top-notch supercar, you can forget any presence of carbon fiber inside of your car. And there you have it. We answered what, why and how regarding carbon fiber, and also discussed why is it present in the elite environments of motorsports only. If you found this video helpful, like this video and show your appreciation, and subscribe to Found Motorsports for more such informative content. My name is Mihir and thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you again in the next one.